What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Unfiltered Show. Dante, how's it going?
Going pretty well, Vincent. We are currently watching the Phillies move on to the next round of the playoffs, so you really can't beat that. We'll talk about that more after, obviously. Eagles are 4-0, so that's another positive. I'm only gonna stay positive because when we get to the other.
And the Flyers won last night.
Okay, so the Flyers are looking great.
Their preseason. Then. I think they're 1-2 or 2-1.
See, preseason then I guess we're looking great, but I'm not even gonna talk about the Sixers.
Sixers. Negative. Harden's gonna try and make us uncomfortable. He said.
Yeah, it's gonna be negative. We'll save that for later. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. Slightly under the weather. Weather's changing here in Philly. It was hot. Yes, it was hot on Monday. It was hot yesterday. It was hot today. Last week it was 60. So
I think it's back to 60 tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. So I'm a little under the weather, but other than that, I cannot complain. I am feeling better. But yeah, how are you today? How you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling good. Just working. Got to work some sports this week.
Very nice. Very nice.
Not too many injuries. But yeah, the Phillies are looking good.
Yes.
Gonna be playing the Braves Saturday, it looks like.
Yes. So we might as well just go right into the Phillies. What we call it again? Phillies roundup.
Yeah. So we can talk. I guess we can talk the Eagles first.
Yeah.
Before we do the Phillies.
We'll do
Eagles.
every team. We'll save the Phillies for last because they're the big team right now in Philly. You know what I mean?
Sixers, nothing.
The Sixers, we signed Kelly Oubre.
We did. I think we talked about that.
How do you feel about that signing?
I like it. It's a good six-man signing.
I think we talked about it in person, but just not.
Maybe he's gonna start at this point. Who knows?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I was saying if Harden does play, I wouldn't mind like a lineup of Harden, Maxey, Oubre, Tobias, Embiid. Sounds like a great lineup. I mean, Oubre averaged 20 on the Hornets last year. I mean, it was on the Hornets, but like 20 is 20 in the NBA.
I do like.
I like his shooting.
Tobias to come off to play it like a natural 3, but
I agree.
It's not terrible. I mean,
I'd rather have
put Paul Reed at the 4.
I was gonna say I'd rather have Tobias in at the 3, and in at the 4 than PJ Tucker in at the 4, which we for some reason still plan on doing. So if that's the plan, then start Tobias at the 4 and put Kelly Oubre at the 3. We'll still be really tall. Kelly Oubre is probably like 6'7", 6'8",
something like that. He's pretty good.
So Tobias is like 6'9". So our shortest player would be Maxey, who's like 6 foot, which isn't even that short really. So I mean, obviously a lot of competition now in the East with Dame on the Bucks and then Drew Holiday on the Celtics.
I don't know what we're gonna get for Harden if he's supposedly gonna go to the Clippers since they traded everybody. So.
I kind of just want like role players from him at this point. Like get a good defensive player.
Just give me Paul George.
Yeah, I realistically I would love that, but
Paul George and picks. I don't care about picks at this point.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end up getting
I meant
Norman Powell.
I think he got traded.
Oh, did he?
I'm saying I meant Harden and picks for Paul George.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna end up getting Norman Powell if he's still on the team, and like Eric Gordon if
I'll
he's.
Check. I'm pretty sure Powell got traded.
He
went to the Blazers, I think.
Did he? Everybody's going to the Blazers.
He went to the Blazers in the trade, I think.
I think the Blazers.
Maybe he didn't get traded.
Blazers are about to be the best team in the West, with DeAndre Ayton and Robert Williams and Anthony Simons, Scoot Henderson. Anyway, off track. The East is looking very tough. I don't know who's going to be one. I'm assuming the Celtics.
He wasn't in the trade, so.
See. Possibly the Bucks. The Sixers, I doubt it because of all this Harden drama. I feel like it's going to be a weird season for the Sixers. Do you feel that the Sixers... well, first off, do you think the Sixers are going to trade Harden before or like soon, or like when the trade deadline comes, and they'll like leave him on the bench until then?
I don't know. I think he's going to play.
Oh,
if
really?
he's on the team, I don't think he's going to get traded. Supposedly, we're looking for trades, but I don't think the Clippers are trading again.
Do you think? What was it? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, who do you think is going to be first in the East? Like, obviously, a lot has happened in the East.
I'm gonna go with.
Who do you think's going to be first in the East?
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
with Damon and Giannis. You want that freak time?
I think the Celtics are going to be as good as people think.
I mean, they got defense with Drew. He's a good scorer.
I think they lost a lot of like.
Oh, they did. They lost so much depth.
A lot of like energy with losing Robert Williams and Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I mean, not that they're like super special.
Is Brogdon still on the team?
And Brogdon's gone too. He got traded in the whatever trade it was.
I mean,
the Drew Holiday trade.
Oh.
He went to the Blazers.
I agree. I think losing all their depth is going to hurt them because.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Losing all that depth is going to end up hurting them because, I mean, sure, your stars are great, but when you got, as the Sixers know very well, when you got no bench, you got no team. So
their bench now, I guess, is like, is Blake Griffin still on the bench?
Probably.
Blake Griffin, Peyton Pritchard.
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
Who's their guy that was coming in like hitting threes last year?
Grant Williams, but he's on the Mavericks. I know that.
Right, he went to the Mavericks.
I couldn't tell you who's on the bench. That's how you know they have a rough bench.
Their starters are Drew, Tatum,
Brown, Tatum,
Porzingis, and
don't even know who their center is.
Who's their center?
I have no clue. That's what I'm saying. You have a lot of great starters, but at this point, you lost so much depth. Like, how much could starters really do? I mean, listen.
Derek White and
they still have Derek White.
Al Horford.
Oh yeah, Al Horford, and they're two good, solid players. Like Al Horford's going to start. Derek White will probably go off the bench for Drew. Again, they have a great team, but they did lose a lot of depth, and I don't.
They don't even have Drew on this roster right now. But
I don't know. Depth is a big part of the NBA at this point, I believe. So it's gonna be an interesting season. I don't know who's taking the whole like.
I think Bucks are up there, and then I guess the Suns. Who'd the Suns get?
Bradley Beal.
Yeah, so
it's gonna be a
Bucks Suns rematch.
We'll get more into that when the regular season is about to start. So
yeah.
We'll talk about that more later. The Flyers, like Vincent said earlier, are preseason doing pretty decent.
They're looking all right. Konechny, Scott Lawton, and someone else. Carter Hart maybe was at the Phillies game yesterday.
I did. I saw that as well.
Someone said that the Flyers are down bad when they can't get a box. They're sitting in General Assembly.
That's so true. And they're young, so hopefully we just see progression throughout the year, and because that's all we really want at this point. So hopefully we'll keep an eye on the Flyers, see if anything good happens or anything crazy happens, and we'll go from there. And then the Eagles, obviously 4-0. Only other team other than the 49ers, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So, everybody was talking all that shit in the beginning of the season about how we had the toughest schedule and we were a fluke last year and our defense isn't that good and I mean, who's 4-0 and who's not? It's pretty simple.
Yeah. I mean,
math here.
If you listen to people talk about it, it's the worst 4-0 that I've ever seen. You'd think we're 0-4, but win's a win. It's early in the season. Early in the season, you just check wins off and you get ready. That's it. That's all that matters.
What's it say about what they say in bowling, Vincent? No matter what it says on the scoreboard, that X looks good no matter what. So same thing with the Eagles. Those wins look good no matter what.
When you look back at the end of the season or whatever, or you're at the end of the game, if it says you have more points than the other team, doesn't matter.
As long as there's a W on the
end. Whatever, you had a bad game, you fix it for next week or the week after. I mean, rack the W's up before that hard part of the schedule comes.
I was about to say, last year, didn't the Vikings have 6 comeback wins in a row?
The Vikings were 11-0, I think, in one possession games.
So
and now they're
but that's my thing. Last year when they were doing that, everybody was like, "Oh, what a gritty team! They always come back and they always fight to the end." But now, the Eagles are not having the nicest wins, but they're showing that in the clutch moments they're gonna win. And now it's but that's it. That team's not good now because they're doing it in the clutch.
Yeah,
moments.
I saw a Cowboys fan post the Eagles Patriots score and then the Cowboys Patriots score, and then someone commented was like, "Yeah, we didn't lose to the Cardinals though." Yeah, so
you lost to the worst team in the league, besides the Bears,
the team that's literally trying to get the first pick.
Yeah, Cowboys fans, don't even waste your breath. Yous are absolute garbage. It's a shame.
But I mean, leading division, we get the Rams this week.
Yep.
I think it'll be tougher game. The Rams
have great defense.
Their defense has always been good. Their offense looks
now.
better.
Yeah.
Cup might be back this week.
Oh shit, good for him.
But I mean, I think we still get the win. The Rams, we're just a better team. The Rams are kind of they're like in between a rebuilding type of thing.
True.
But I mean, they still have Stafford. They still have Puka, who has the most receptions in bless you, and second most yards I think in the league.
Puka looks crazy good. I mean, I think it's a superstar in the making? Honestly, no. But hey, ride that hot hand, cuz. Like, ride it all the way for that paycheck.
It's just like Cup. Cup was nothing, and then he just came out of nowhere. So, and then Cup is, if he comes back, I feel like he's gonna be on a count anyway. So, but we'll be fine. I mean, the offense put it together. Brian Johnson has his moments where we don't know what he's doing, but overall he's looking good. He's making good adjustments. It seems they had a good drive at the end of the game last week. Jalen Hurts led them down, hit AJ with the big shot.
I gotta say, offense looked way better. Hurts looked way more comfortable.
I think they should have run a little more, but I understand the Commanders' defensive line is really good.
Their front four is scary.
So I mean, we couldn't run too much. I mean, I still think put Swift in there after he just like dominated people.
Yeah,
don't put Gainwell in, but I guess like they're trying to get Gainwell snaps back after he was missed a couple games.
I understand that, but when Swift is leading the league in rushing yards in 2 games of starting, I feel like you gotta just feed the hot hand.
Yeah, so I mean they'll get back to it this week. They should be fine. I mean the Rams were up 23-0, right, on the Colts, and then they almost lost it. So I mean like the Colts are a bad team.
Yeah, they're a rebuilding team with a nice young quarterback who looks great right now, I gotta say. But yeah, I mean, I'm nothing. You know, Eagles. Just I feel like they still gotta get into a rhythm. So until
it's early. Who cares?
But yeah, we have time. As long as we're winning, I don't really care how we do it. I mean, would I like them to play better and be Super Bowl ready in Week 5? Absolutely. But realistically, no one's Super Bowl ready in Week 5. We thought the Dolphins were the best. I thought the Dolphins were the best team in the league, and they just lost to the Bills by 20. They got trashed.
I mean, no one's. I mean, the Chiefs don't look.
Chiefs look
great.
Bad.
Look great, but no one's talking. We're only talking about the Eagles, no matter what. For some reason, even though we're 4-0.
Well, the Chiefs too be talking about Swifty, so
yeah.
The NFL's rigging games. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes
you think Chiefs should have won that? I mean, lost that game.
Jets should have won that game. That was bullshit.
Zach Wilson had a good game.
Zach Wilson had a great game for like not really being in rhythm still.
Do you know that was the first game in NFL history where the opposing quarterback
since college,
that NFL history against Mahomes,
yes,
had more touchdowns, less interceptions, and more completions than him, which is crazy. But I mean, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Don't bet against them.
I wouldn't either. But to be honest, Jets win that game if the refs aren't getting paid. That one ref literally threw the flag after the ball was intercepted. He was like, "Oh, interception!" You thought. So NFL, if you're rigging the games, please just let it happen. Like, we already know you are a part of FanDuel and see the numbers, and you're like calling the coach. You're like, "Yo, if the Swift gets 6 more yards, you're fired." So relax. Don't have to rig the game completely. We understand the Chiefs are good, but take it easy a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm very excited to see. Hopefully, keep seeing the Eagles progress. Initial reaction, we're at a quarter of the way into the season. Who do you think is the best team in the league right now? I initially thought it was the Dolphins. I don't think. Who are your top 3? Would you say then? Best 3 teams in the NFL right now.
It's probably no order. So I just can't think of an order necessarily. But I'd probably say Eagles, Niners, Bills.
I had the same 3, so we're good.
I think even though the Niners are also 4-0,
they had an easier schedule.
Then their schedule a little easier. I mean, their division isn't that great.
True.
They played tough games. I mean, they played. We'll see this week. They play the Cowboys.
Purdy looks great.
Purdy looks good, but I mean, at the same time,
McCaffrey looks on
they're not. He's not showing me anything that I'm like, oh, that's amazing. He just kind of it's like a 60-yard touchdown or off a screen.
He's making the passes he has to. So
yeah, I mean, he's not making mistakes. He's not throwing interceptions, which is fine.
Hey, to me, that's a great quarterback.
McCaffrey is carrying them. I mean,
McCaffrey's freaking tank.
He had 4 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, McCaffrey's a tank.
Their defense is always pretty good.
Their defense is solid.
Bills, I mean, even though they lost the game of the Jets the first week, I think it was just kind of like a fluke game.
Yeah, I mean, they look
because their defense looks really good.
Yeah, the defense looks way better. Even though they lost Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, they lost Trey White. Yeah, their defense shut down the Dolphins.
The Bills look way better now. The second week, they still didn't look really great.
Yeah.
But now the offense, I feel like, finally figured out what the hell they're doing.
Just throw the ball.
Not even just throw the ball. I think they sat Josh Allen down. They're like, listen, we know you're great. You're like the second best quarterback in the league. Just relax a little bit. Like, you're trying to do way too much out there. Like, in the first 2 weeks, he was trying to do way too much, but now he looks so smooth. Like the last 2 games, he's dropped 44 points. He looks unreal.
Yeah, and then I think we talked about the Eagles. They look pretty balanced. I mean, the defense looks good. They had a off week last week. I think they were kind of playing down a little bit.
I also think that the Washington offense doesn't really get enough credit.
Their offense coordinator is Eric.
And he's a great coach.
Yeah, so I mean, he should be a head coach somewhere.
And Sam Howell isn't that bad of a quarterback. He's a rookie quarterback. I don't care if you guys go, oh no, he played. No, he played 2 games last season. It's his first.
He's basically a rookie.
He's first season starting, and
he looks good. I mean, like
for a rookie starting, I think he looks pretty decent. I mean, it's pretty scary going in there like in the NFC East, which is the best division in the league, having to compete against the Cowboys and the Eagles, and the Giants suck right now.
Giants are just there.
Giants suck.
I still don't even know how they beat the Cardinals.
I don't either. But yeah, I mean, Sam Howell, I think he's playing great. I mean, their defense is unreal over there in Washington. But their offense isn't bad. They have a lot of weapons with Dotson, McLaurin, Robinson, and Gibson, Logan Thomas. Their offensive line's good. I mean, they got a solid team there. I mean, they're really young. So
yeah, I mean, they're decent. I mean, and division games are always
a battle,
tough and battle. I mean, if you blow a team out in the division, then you're just better. You're killing them.
Yeah, I mean,
Washington always gives us a little bit of a hard time. Obviously, they beat us last year.
Yeah, so overall, I think nothing but good things. But I'm glad we're on the same page with the NFL. But now we'll just get right into the most important team in Philly right now, which is the Phillies.
Yes.
Currently about to win
Game 2.
Game 2, yes.
Going to see the Braves on Saturday.
Yeah, Nola's pitching a gem. Wheeler pitched a gem yesterday. The bats are swinging.
Had a nice grand slam.
Everything's clicking right now.
Ramito's coming alive, and he's been terrible at home this year. Who else? Schwarber hitting non-home runs.
I'm more impressed with the young outfielders that are stepping up right now. Like, I mean, the first game, Apache and Rojas both played amazing.
I think Trey has 4 hits already.
Trey's doing Trey stuff.
2 hits. His defense looks better than it was looking during the season. He made some nice plays.
Somehow, our worst player right now is Bryce Harper.
Yeah, he's just saving it.
Hey, listen, and he's not even playing bad. Like, his defense is phenomenal. Honestly, he's like, for someone who's just playing first base, he looks great.
I think he's pressing a little bit.
Yeah, he's like swinging at them pitches outside.
I think he's got to come, especially because they're trying to they're obviously throwing these lefties, trying to throw a lot of sliders at him.
Yeah,
I think he's just let it come, take a few pitches. I think he's just overexerting a little bit.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't honestly for Bryce, I don't even really care. I mean, Bryce, do you? If you want to swing at every pitch, knock yourself out.
He's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about Bryce. He's clutch.
You're the heart and soul of this team.
We haven't needed him yet. No. Luckily,
I hope we don't need him for the whole playoffs and we win the World Series. I hope he does literally nothing the whole World Series, the whole playoffs, and we win. That's all I really care. I don't give a shit how we win.
He's gonna come up big.
He is. He's Bryce Harper.
We're gonna get Strider. Strider, did you hear what Strider said? They interviewed him.
No.
I think he was joking a little bit, but I don't know. I'm not sure. They were like, "What do you think about the fans or whatever, just in general?" And he was like, "Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the noise. I think fans should just be in like the upper bowl, so I can't hear you or anything." And it sounded like he was kind of like kidding with the guy, but people kind of took it and were like, "Oh, wait till he comes to Philly, even though he's not gonna."
He won't be here in Philly.
He won't pitch here.
Yeah, I mean, I like friendly banter. I mean, as long as he wasn't like disrespectful, I mean, it is what it is.
He needs to just shave his mustache off.
It's
bad. It's bad.
What is that called? That is a Top Gun mustache. That's what that is.
I don't know what it is, but
he watched Top Gun too many times, and he thinks he is Goose.
He does have huge quads though.
He is. He's a thick boy.
And his pitching style is
interesting.
Weird, but I mean, he throws at 101, so I can't tell you anything.
If I've thrown at 101, I throw it however I felt like too.
But they're
it's gonna be a good series.
It's gonna be a good series. I mean, I don't think we're gonna beat them like we did last year. It's gonna. I think if we'll probably go 5 games.
I think we'll go 6.
We'll have to beat. It's only 5.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot it's divisional, not. We versed them in the
divisional last year.
Yeah.
I think we beat them 3-1. I think we won. We split in Atlanta, came back, won both at home. Yeah.
Hey,
I think you got the same thing. You got to split.
You gotta win one.
Honestly, you gotta win game 1, but if you win game 2, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, take the momentum in the Philly.
But I think you gotta take one there, because if you go down
2-2-1, right?
Yeah, if you go down 0-2, that's just tough in general.
Yeah, I mean, to win 3 games in a row is nearly impossible.
They're the best team in the league, so
they are. I'm excited though. Other than that, I mean, we were going to go over. I think that's pretty much all we could talk about right now for the Phillies. They're about to win, so we're just gonna, before we move on to our predictions for the rest of the playoffs, we're gonna talk about our predictions we made at the beginning of the season, to see how right we were or how wrong we were, because I know we were definitely
wrong about some things.
Wrong about a lot of things.
You still have some things alive though. So Dante started with Phillies 100 wins. They got 90. So
I was close.
You meant 100 for the whole season.
I wish.
They're gonna win 13 games and win the World Series.
You said
Phillies over Astros for the World Series. Still possible.
Still possible.
Yankees win the division. They did not make the playoffs. White Sox win the division.
Oh, time out real fast. There was 3 teams. Who were the 3 highest paid teams in the MLB that didn't make the playoffs?
Yankees, it was the Yankees, Padres, Red Sox, probably.
Oh, was it the Red Sox?
I think so.
There was because I saw a thing on Twitter that was like these 3 teams have the highest paid, but like didn't make the playoffs. I know it was the Yankees were first and the Padres were second.
Mets.
Oh, and the Mets. Yes, there
Mets,
you go.
Yankees, Padres.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. You honestly,
the Mets were tanking at the middle of the season. They traded all their players.
You know what you should do? You know what? There should be a penalty for having the most money spent on players and you suck that bad. I feel like you should get taxed extra.
You lose
an extra 5%.
Lose draft pick.
You should.
Wait. There's no like luxury tax in the MLB, but there's something I forget, because
there was some kind of tax. If you have like above the luxury tax, you get paid extra. You have to pay.
Yeah, because like the Mets owner, he's like, I don't care, I'll spend whatever, I'll pay whatever just to contend. I mean, he's a billionaire, so. But obviously, they're not content. They didn't come in last. They came in like 4th, I think.
I think I'm assuming the Nationals.
Nats came in last, but the Mets were last for a short period of time.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I want to know. All right, so I said the White Sox were gonna. And the White Sox didn't, obviously.
The White Sox, they also came in last, I think, in the division.
Oh, great.
You said Astros win the division. That happened. Angels wild card didn't make it. Red Sox wild card didn't make it.
Nope.
Rays wild card, that was true.
Let's go.
Phillies win the division. No.
Nope.
Cardinals win the division. Didn't make the playoffs.
Nope.
Padres win the division. Didn't make the playoffs.
Nope.
Dodgers wild card. They made the playoffs.
Dodgers didn't make the playoffs?
Dodgers did make the playoffs. They won the division, though.
Oh, okay.
Braves wild card. Obviously, they won the division, and then Mets wild card. So you got a few of them.
I got a few. I obviously was a bandwagon of those high-paid teams, and they suck. Now I know for next year.
I mean, I was not as... I said Trey Turner breaks the Phillies steal record. He did not.
But he was...
But he was perfect. He was the first ever perfect at that amount. He had 30 steals, I think.
Yeah, so...
I said Padres over Rays World Series. That's not happening.
No.
The Rays got knocked out today, too.
Oh, true.
Yankees win the division. Didn't happen.
Nope.
Astros win the division. Yes.
We got the same one right.
Twins win the division. Yes, I got that.
Good pick.
Rays. Oh, wait, I didn't even realize. Rays, Blue Jays, Rangers, wild card. Got all 3.
Pause real fast. The Phillies are officially into the divisional. Jazz Chisholm, if you're gonna talk shit, I hope you listen to this, because if you're gonna talk shit, you gotta get 1 hit. I think you went 0 for 8.
I think you did too.
You said you're from outer space and you couldn't get 1 hit. You're a disgrace. You should change your name to I Suck. Go ahead, Vin.
So I said Rays, Blue Jays, Rangers all win the wild card. Got all 3 of those. Actually,
that's tough. That's a great pick.
Braves division, Cardinals, Padres division. Nope. Dodgers wild card. No, obviously. Mets wild card, no, and then Phillies wild card. So I had a few.
So you did. I mean, I still have the World Series intact somehow.
You do have the World Series intact,
but you hit more picks than me, which is
I should have just did a homer type of World Series pick,
like I did, because there was no way anybody thought
if the Phillies Astros play in the World Series again, Phillies will be the home team.
True,
because we have a better record than them.
Hey, listen, I took a chance, and
that's possible.
It's looking decent
so far. The Phillies are the only team that was the higher seed to win, I'm pretty sure.
Oh crap! Yeah, because the Brewers lost to the
Diamondbacks.
The Blue Jays lost. No, the Blue Jays were away, I think.
The Blue Jays were away,
so they were the lower seed.
Right. The Twins won. But the Rangers beat the Rays.
The Rangers were the higher. I mean, the Twins were the higher seed.
Twins were but the Rangers beat the Rays. The Rays were the higher seed.
Oh yeah.
And then we were the higher seed, obviously.
See, pretty cool.
But everyone got swept though.
Everyone got swept.
And yeah, did you see how there was no one at the Rays games? There was 19,000 people there.
Damn.
They said
they had no trust.
It was the lowest attendance for a playoff game since 1919.
That's because that back then the stadium was that big that it could only fit 19,000 people.
It's a disgrace. That's why the Tampa Bay just needs to move their team.
Well, aren't they moving to a different stadium?
I think so. They're building one, but it's not gonna be till 20. Who knows?
I mean, it's not that. It's just I think they just don't like the stadium or where it's.
No, people don't like the stadium. That's for sure. It's a really shitty stadium.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously the Phillies Marlins had the highest. I think the average ticket was 200.
Yeah, we were the highest ticket.
The average ticket, I think, at the Blue Jays and all the other, it was
the Minnesota game was $7.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was $7.
Yep, $7 to go to see the Twins.
Broke their streak of they lost 18 straight playoff games, so that's good. Good for them. I like to see the Twins.
I do like the Twins. I kind of just want a repeat of last year so we can win, and then we can.
So next round you got Baltimore versus Rangers.
Baltimore.
Astros versus Twins.
Astros.
Phillies Braves.
Phillies.
Dodgers Diamondbacks.
Dodgers.
And then what do you think? So you said Baltimore, Houston.
Houston.
And then you said Phillies, Dodgers.
Phillies.
And then I assume you're gonna say Phillies, Astros.
Phillies. I'm sticking with my gut. I've made it this far. I said the Houston Astros and the Phillies were gonna play, and right now it's looking good. So I'm just gonna stick to my guns and say YOLO.
I might as well. I'll say Orioles will play the Astros.
So Orioles beat Rangers.
Orioles beat the Rangers. Astros beat the Twins. Phillies beat the Braves. Dodgers beat the Diamondbacks.
So you agree with me so far?
And then Phillies beat the Dodgers, and then I'm gonna say Baltimore beats the Astros.
Oh,
that'd be a good series.
Oh, I would love to see the Orioles go. As a young team going to the World Series, that'd be sick. But the Phillies would smack. No, I'm just kidding. The Phillies wouldn't smack them. The Orioles are tough. Orioles are good.
The Orioles are good.
They're scary.
I like to see them. I saw them play once this year. It was a good game. I think we won.
They're scary.
Adley Rutschman. I mean, they're all. Have you seen the pictures online where they bring up they show all the Orioles top prospects and they all just look exactly the same?
Do they? I know.
They're all just it's like an NBA 2K player, white guy.
Crazy.
They're like, tell me who this is. And you're like, I don't know. Like Jackson, remember Matt Holliday?
Yeah.
His son.
His son.
He's not up yet, but he's a top prospect in the league.
Yeah, I heard he's like
then there's
tank.
Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, I know he's really good, the catcher, right?
Yeah, and so is Gunnar.
He's like a tank.
And then they have a few other guys.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So
just gotta. Once you're in, it doesn't matter.
Just gotta win. That's all you gotta do.
But
other than that, that we made our MLB predictions. My MLB predictions from the beginning are looking pretty decent.
Yeah, you still have the World Series.
So we'll see. And then we were gonna do a quick immaculate grid.
Let's see. What do you want to do today?
We could do basketball again. Do basketball, and then we could do. I want to say do baseball because baseball's on, but I know I'm gonna suck.
We could try it. I could try and figure it out. All right, so basketball. Let's see. Let's see if the Eagles are on the football. They're not. All right. Basketball. Clippers. Spurs. Danny Green. Is he in the Clippers?
I don't know if he played for the Clippers.
Spurs.
Oh, it's Kawhi Leonard.
All right. We'll hold that one. Spurs, Grizzlies. One of the Joneses.
Tyus.
Did Tyus play for the Spurs? I can't remember. Who's the other one?
Tyus did. Trey. Trey might be on the Spurs right now. Memphis Spurs. There's definitely Paul Gasol.
Paul
Gasol.
He
He got drafted by the Grizzlies. Got traded to the.
I'm gonna do Kawhi.
Lakers.
We're going for.
Perfection.
Kawhi was 82%.
Yeah, I mean
Spurs 20 points a game. Keldon. Did Keldon have 20? Did DeJounte Murray had to have 20?
He had to average 20. If he didn't, he sucks.
Yeah, he did. He only 3% too.
That's a good say.
Clippers Suns. Crowder.
Marshawn Gortat. Love him.
Can't be a high one. Yeah, 0.7.
Come on.
Suns Grizzlies.
Maurice Space, no.
Maybe. I can't remember if
he played for the Grizzlies.
He's definitely on the Suns, I'm pretty sure.
No, he definitely played for the Grizzlies.
It might be him then.
I don't know if he played for the Suns.
I swear he did, but we could hold it for a second.
Yeah, we could wait.
And then Suns 20 points per game.
Steve Nash. No, not Steve Nash.
Amari
Stoudemire for sure. No, I don't know about Shaq. On the Suns, probably not. Shawn Marion?
Amari
15%.
Clippers Timberwolves.
Clippers
Timberwolves. Sam Cassell
definitely played for the Timberwolves. He definitely played for the Clippers.
Yes, 14%. Timberwolves Grizzlies. Conley. Did he play for the?
Mike Conley played for the Grizzlies.
Did he play for the Timberwolves?
He did. Yeah. Absolutely.
Come on.
We're going 9 for 9 for that.
And then I didn't type it in yet, but
it's okay.
Timberwolves 20.
Timberwolves in 20. I mean, Kevin Garnett, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Who do you think would be the list? Probably Wiggins.
Wiggins definitely did. Sure, when he was younger, do Wiggins. If
4%.
Wiggins did,
4%.
Nice. All right. So
Suns Grizzlies.
All right. Suns and Grizzlies. Let's think of other players before we just
I don't think it's Spades.
I don't think Space paid for the Suns.
Mike Miller, no.
Vince Carter. McGee played for the Suns.
I don't know about the Grizzlies for sure. Did Zach Randolph?
He played for the Grizzlies.
Marc
He played
Gasol.
for the Blazers. Rudy Gay. Did he play for the Suns?
I don't know.
Joe Johnson played for the Suns. He
And
played
the
for
Nets,
the Nets,
the
the
Hawks.
Celtics.
I don't know if he ever played for the Grizzlies.
Vince Carter.
I said that, but did he play for the Suns?
I don't think so.
I can't remember if he did. I don't
Sean
think he did.
Marion? He
Maybe.
played for the Mavericks. I don't know if he played for the Grizzlies.
Mike Finley.
Got me. Suns players.
Oh, Tyson Chandler?
Played for the Suns.
Alonzo Mourning? No.
I don't know if he played for the Grizzlies.
Campaign?
Don't know. No, I don't think he played for the Grizzlies.
I can't think of Grizzlies players. Mike Miller?
Yeah, like Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Rudy Gay, Zach Randolph, and Marc Gasol is the starting lineup.
Tayshaun Prince?
Tayshaun Prince, I don't know. He definitely didn't play for the Suns, actually.
Chauncey?
Amir Johnson.
Iverson?
No.
Not the Suns.
They didn't play for the Suns. Amir Johnson, no?
I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know if he played for the Suns.
I don't know about his life. Amir Johnson. He's a tough one.
He played for the Raptors, the Sixers, the Grizzlies.
The Rockets, probably.
Who's like a travel? Ish Smith.
I mean, probably.
He played for the Suns.
Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe played for the Suns.
I don't know. He played for the Clippers. Played for the
Bucks.
I don't know. He played for the Grizzlies.
Reggie Jackson. No.
Kyle Korver.
Played for the Grizzlies. We didn't play for the Suns.
Jeff Teague.
Played for who?
I think the Grizzlies. No, he played for the Timberwolves.
Who's our like most confident answer right now? With
I don't know. Nobody.
No one. Shaq. Played for every team.
Does Sean Marion play for the Grizzlies? Mavs, Suns. I only play for the Grizzlies though.
Vince Carter. No, but he only played for the Grizzlies. Definitely not.
I don't think he played for the Suns. Yeah. Chris Paul. No. Mike Miller. Was he on the Suns?
No.
He was on the Cavs. He was on the Grizzlies, the Heat.
I don't think the Suns. Jason Capono.
It's possible.
I don't know if he played for the Suns. He definitely played for the Grizzlies, though. I feel like we're missing someone like so obvious.
I mean, there's definitely an obvious person that I can't think of.
I wish Joe Johnson. No, I don't think about Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson played for the Utah.
Yeah.
That's where I remember him from. When he was like killing Utah, and he was killing whoever on Utah. He was like 39 years old.
Who's an old son?
Steve Nash. Sean
Richard
Mayer.
Jefferson ever played for the Grizzlies?
Yes.
I think he was on the Suns.
I don't know if he played for the Suns.
I'm not positive.
Who was the
Leandro Barbosa? Maybe. I don't know.
Definitely.
Or Raja Bell.
I feel like Raja Bell's our like best guess, honestly.
We'll go
Barbosa, I don't think so. I think Raja Bell did though.
Nope.
Damn, we almost did it.
Jay Crowder was the top answer.
Who else?
Jay Crowder.
I need to know if we said it in one of the names.
Matt Barnes.
Oh,
Javon Carter.
Who did we say?
Vince Carter.
He did play for the Suns?
Seth Curry.
Played for the Suns and
Josh Jackson.
Suns and the Memphis.
Melton.
Melton.
Dennis Scott. Ish Smith.
We did say Ish Smith. Ish Smith has played for every team. We just got to go with Ish Smith when we don't know.
Yeah.
8 for 9 is not bad for not doing it for a while.
And then we got... You want to try baseball?
I mean, we have time.
Reds, Blue Jays.
Billy Hamilton.
Did he play for the Blue Jays?
He played for the Reds.
Let's start with the easy ones. Reds MVP.
Oh, Joey Votto.
Did Votto ever win it? I think he did.
Who? Aroldis Chapman? Oh,
no,
that's
Votto. Brewers MVP.
Christian Yelich.
Ryan Braun. I did Yelich though. Twins MVP.
Joe Mauer,
yeah. All right, you got 3 so far.
Oh, we're cooking.
That's where it gets crazy because I don't know any more Twins. Twins Rays. Justin Morneau. I don't know if he ever played for the Rays.
Twins Rays. I don't even know Twins to like. Byron Buxton.
Buxton only played for the Twins.
Okay.
Brewers Rays. I think this guy Willie Adames. I think he was on the Rays. He was.
Wow. Pull the name out of your ass.
No, I knew it. Blue Jays Brewers.
Josh Donaldson played for the Brewers.
That's good. Yeah, Josh Donaldson was definitely on the Blue Jays. All right.
Wow. I'm done. I got nothing else left.
Reds Blue Jays again.
Reds Blue Jays.
Did Todd Frazier play for the Blue Jays ever? I don't think so.
Billy Hamilton's still on the table.
Screw it.
No, don't just throw it out. We have a second. We just started.
Reds Rays.
Who's that pitch? Johnny Cueto.
Maybe.
Played for the Reds, obviously.
He might have played for the Blue Jays.
He might have played for the Blue Jays.
I think we should go with that.
I know he played for the Giants.
He was definitely on the Giants, definitely on the Reds. He might have been on the Rays. I don't know.
Who's another good pitcher from them? I can't think of.
From
the Reds. Is there another good pitcher they have?
Michael Lorenzen, Sonny Gray.
Aroldis Chapman played for the Reds. He played for the Yankees.
Played for the Rangers.
What team is he on now? The Rangers.
The Rangers.
Okay.
Is he in the Blue Jays?
There's another team he was on, wasn't there?
There was, but I can't remember who.
What other good? Scott Garrett? No. What's
Scott?
that second baseman who was good for like? Remember, I had him on my fantasy team.
Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler is also a good one,
but he's not on any of these teams.
I had a player on my fantasy team.
Scooter Gennett.
What he played?
He's in the Reds, but I don't know. After
Reds.
that, I think he was on the Brewers.
He was on the Brewers after that. Dang it, we wasted him. He was probably like 0%.
No, Reds Brewers is on the same line.
Oh, never mind then. All right, I'm about to be real mad.
Twins, Blue Jays. I got that. Jose Barrios.
He's a great one. He's a good pitcher.
Rays Twins. I have not a clue. I'm thinking of a closer. Like.
I mean, like, I can't even name like a first baseman who played for the Rays.
Victor
Martinez.
Steve Cishek is in here somewhere. He's got to be.
Who the hell is that?
Remember the Marlins, like submarine pitcher, real little guy.
He's like,
yeah. I don't think he's in here. Though.
I'm trying to think of, like the first baseman for the Rays, like Victor Martinez.
Oh, he was on the Tigers for a while. Rays first baseman.
Second baseman was Ian Kinsler for sure. Was he on any of those other teams?
He was on the Tigers. He was on the Rangers. Kinsler. He wasn't on anybody else.
Who was their shortstop?
For
Evan Longoria.
He was on the Rays. He was on the Giants, and now he's on the Diamondbacks. Which I didn't know until yesterday.
Okay. Then who was the outfielder for them? Who was that pitcher that used to wear the hat like sideways?
Fernando Rodney. Oh. All right, Fernando Rodney.
Do you know who team he was on?
He's on the Twins and the
Rays.
The Rays. Yes.
Only
9%.
I'm pulling images out of my head that I've never even seen before.
Reds, Rays. Carlos Pena, no. Any of the Uptons?
Justin Upton was on.
None of them play for the Reds. I mean, Reds guys now.
Billy Hamilton.
I mean, like
I just know that mother is fast.
He was on the Reds. He's on someone else, but I can't remember who now though.
I feel like it was the Blue Jays. I really do feel like it was the Blue Jays.
I mean,
I don't know why. How many do we have?
2. We have 7. We have 2 left.
What's the other one?
Reds, Blue Jays, and Reds, Rays.
God dang these Reds.
None of the Uptons.
No.
Brandon Phillips. He was on Reds, obviously.
Yeah.
I can't remember where he went. I think he went to the
What
Brewers.
shortstops did the Reds have? That like anybody like memorable? Reds
shortstops. No, I
outfielders.
Mean, like Tulo was on the Blue Jays, but not on the Reds, obviously.
What other outfielders did they have? Like, other than Billy Hamilton.
The Reds.
Yeah.
Jay Bruce.
Jay Bruce on the Rays.
I don't think so. He was on the Phillies.
He sounds like he was.
Jay Bruce was on like 80 teams, but I don't think the Rays.
That's why I feel like he was like the Blue Jays or the Rays has to be one of them.
Like Matt Chapman was on the Blue Jays, but he wasn't. Now he's obviously on the A's. No, wait, he was on the A's, the Blue Jays, and now he's on the
Rays.
No, never mind. He was on the A's, now he's on the Blue Jays.
Oh.
Matt Olson was on the A's, now he's on the Braves.
Yeah.
Marcelo Ozuna was on
the Rays.
The Marlins. The Rays. I don't think he was ever on the Reds.
That's not Braves.
Yo, Nelson Cruz. Was he ever on the Reds? He's not been on every team, not the Reds.
No. I think at this point we'll just take a guess. Billy Hamilton for the Blue Jays, Reds, because I don't know why. I feel like it's the most lucky guess we got at this point.
Sorry, that was not it.
Damn. I'll have to look what other teams he's been on while we guess the other one. Hold on, let me see. Because I just need to know.
The other one, I'll just go with
Billy Hamilton.
I'll go with. You know what? Let's just do Jay Bruce. Why not? Not right. The top answers were Edwin Encarnacion, which I always forget he was on the Reds, and Tommy Pham.
Billy Hamilton was on the Reds,
the
Braves, the Cubs, the Giants, and the Royals. I knew he was on a blue team. I can tell you that, but I didn't know which one. There's too many of them.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Yeah, I think 7 out of 9 is really good because I pulled names out of my. Dontrell Willis was definitely on the Rays and the Reds.
No.
No?
I think he was on the Rays.
He's never on the Reds?
The Rays, I mean. Definitely on the Reds.
All right. Do we have time for football or no?
I mean, we're at.
All we have to talk
45.
about is
FMA after.
FMA after.
Sure.
And I mean, we won't be talking long about it. We're just gonna give our overall view of
football. All right, we got Colts, Bills.
Oh, never mind. Dontrell Willis was on the Marlins, the Diamondbacks, and the Brewers. That was it, apparently. I don't know what that was. Who is it?
Colts, Bills.
Colts, Bills.
Not a clue right now. All right, let's go easy.
Yeah,
Bills Hall of Fame. I'll go Jim Kelly.
Yeah.
All right. Lions Hall of Fame.
Barry Sanders.
Sure.
You can do anybody else who's.
Yeah, let's do it. The Lions don't have any Hall of Famers. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame yet.
All right, Barry Sanders. Go.
Hall of Famer and Super Bowl champion. It could be anybody, but let's think of a random obscure person. Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed.
Is Ed Reed in it yet? I think he is. We can do Ed Reed.
He got in it last year. I'll bet he's
1%.
He is absolutely in it. And if they say he wasn't,
Super Bowl champion Chiefs. Let's pick a random person that won the Creed Humphrey. No one's saying his name.
That was so wild. It was more
3%.
I'm about to say it was honestly that's too much.
Colts Super Bowl champ.
Bob Sanders.
Was he on that team?
Oh God, no! That made me nervous. Don't do that.
Edgerrin James, Peyton, obviously, Reggie, Marvin Harrison,
Dallas Clark. We do love Dallas Clark. Put him in. We're a big Dallas Clark fan. I like
5%.
Just because his number is 44. That's my favorite thing.
Chiefs Lions. Receivers. Not that I could think of any.
Yeah, from then. I mean, who knows at this point?
Chiefs Bills. I don't know that many Chiefs.
Yeah, they were like.
They haven't been good.
Dwayne Bowe.
Dwayne Bowe was on some of these teams probably.
Dante Hall. Tony Gonzalez.
You know, a Lion Colt.
Lion.
Is Nick Foles in here somewhere? He's not, unfortunately.
Lion. I think what a Lion is.
Who was Mitch Trubisky on? Was he on the Chiefs?
He's on the Steelers right now.
Steelers.
He was on the Steelers last year too.
The Bears, Steelers, the Bills, not the Chiefs. Chase Daniel, where was he at?
Everywhere.
Alex Smith, none of these teams other than Chiefs. Stafford, no. Fitzpatrick,
He was on the Bills.
He wasn't on the Colts or the Chiefs though.
No.
He's on the Lions, right? But that was obviously still wasn't on the Colts or Chiefs.
No.
I don't know. Lions, Chiefs. I just don't know too many Lions that I could think of.
Me either.
I feel like it's like a tight end.
That's what I was trying.
Ebron for Colts and Lions.
Yes. Let's go.
All right. That was 45%. So obviously no one knew.
Nobody knows who was on the Lions because they're just not good.
Bills, Colts.
Brian Cushing, no. Matt Milano, no. A cornerback.
No. What about a running back? McGahee, no. Stevie Johnson, no. Diggs, no. Them too. The Bills have sucked until the last 4 years.
Yeah. Stevie Johnson, good guess.
Stevie Johnson. Stevie Johnson was on the Steelers, the Jets, someone.
On the Colts. Who else we need?
Bills, Colts, Bills, Chiefs, and then Lions, Chiefs.
I think we might have to concede this one because we just don't know these teams at all.
Let's guess. Colts, Bills. Give me someone.
Colts, Bills. I'm thinking like a free safety for the Colts. Other than Bob Sanders.
You're obsessed with Bob Sanders.
I do love Bob Sanders. Or what about like a cornerback? Like who's a good cornerback that used to play for the Bills? And
Stephon Gilmore.
He played for the Colts.
Got it.
And the Bills?
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I knew it was a cornerback. I just couldn't think about which one.
Chiefs, Bills, no.
Chiefs, Bills.
Punter.
What about Wait, yeah. What about who's the Philly?
Brian Moorman?
Yeah, did Brian Moorman play for the Chiefs?
I don't think so, but screw it. We're running.
We're just throwing names out there. YOLO.
He did not. And then Lions, Chiefs. Lions, Chiefs.
Lions, Chiefs.
I feel like it's someone really obvious, but I can't think of it. So we'll go with.
Who's their other running backs other than like
Spencer Ware? They had
Amir Abdullah.
I don't think he was on the Chiefs. Charkandrick West. Let's go with him.
Charkandrick West. Just pulling names out everywhere right now.
No. The top ends were Matt Castle and Sammy Watkins. For
not Dante Hall.
I don't think he was on anybody.
The Chiefs and the Lions.
Other than the Chiefs.
We tried. We did good at baseball. Football, our brains are fried. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm ready to pass out. So this week we are finally going to talk about FMA because we both finished. Initial overall reaction, amazing. I give it a 9.1.
Where's it in your top animes that you've watched so far?
Naruto's still first. Demon Slayer is still second. It's third. Because what was the other one I watched? I watched Jujutsu Kaisen. That was good though.
Attack on Titan.
Oh shit! I forgot about Attack on Titans. Oh, Attack on Titans is 2. Naruto, Attack, Demon Slayer, then Full Metal, and then Jujutsu. Because Jujutsu was good, but I feel like there wasn't enough.
You watched the season yet?
No, I haven't watched the new season yet. I will watch that, and then
they just finished it, so now you can watch the whole thing.
I will watch that, and then maybe change my answer. But FMA like 9.1. It was a little shorter, obviously, than like the other animes I watched. But like overall story, amazing.
And they have really good character
development,
and then like I think you get attached to like the brothers, obviously.
Yeah.
You like, I think people like Roy a lot for the most part. I like Roy.
Roy Mustang?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he went blind, low key, I was sad.
You're sad?
I was sad.
Well, I think he's going to get eyes.
He gets his eyes back.
As far as we know, I mean.
Yeah. Real quick, before we continue with the conversation, after we saw, obviously at the end, the boys separate to go find, like, answers to other things. Is there, like, different seasons that will, like, follow the brothers? Or, like, no, after this, Full Metal is, like, a whole different story?
I think it's a whole different story. I'm not positive on that. Oh. I know that, like... So like there's Full Metal something that people don't really like.
Oh.
That's like before Brotherhood, I think.
Oh.
And I don't know if it has anything to do with it or at all. Oh. But people don't like the other a lot of times. Like Brotherhood usually is the one that's recommended, and other ones people don't enjoy as much.
Oh.
So I don't know if anything follows. It'd be cool. I mean, I would watch it.
I would definitely follow like Ed and or Alphonse to see where they like go and what they do.
Obviously, like I think they're trying to.
Well, Alphonse is planning to go learn alchemy with May.
With May, yep. Ed is just doing his whatever business or something, but obviously like him and Winry are together. It seems.
Yeah, I think they're. I mean, I wish that was a little more clear. Like they're like together, but they're not like together.
Yeah.
Weird. I wanted that to be a little more defined.
As a non-romantic anime. I was waiting for them to kiss or something.
I mean, yeah, like I just wanted like a little more definite. Like 2 years passed and he ain't do shit.
He gave her a hug.
Like you almost died 17 times, and you lost your arm, your leg, your brother, your father, your mother. You didn't want to like maybe like slap her on the ass, be like I love you, like anything. It was I didn't really like that.
Obviously, she liked him too. So
yeah, I think, but that's what kind of like I kind of didn't like about it is that they didn't like. Put it like a defining thing on that,
and then Hawkeye and Roy too.
Yeah, like are they together?
I think they're supposed to be together too. Obviously,
she was his eyes, and he could fight with just her speaking, and they weren't like, oh yeah, they're together now. By the way, like 2 years later, like what were they doing 2 years after that? Did they get married? Are they like what's going on? That was one of the parts where I didn't like. Like there was no definition to what was going on.
I think. There's just so much going on. There's just like, there's no time for love. Or
no,
whatever.
I need to know. I need answers.
Maybe we can make a spin-off. Petition for it. I'm sure people have, honestly.
But again, besides that, overall, like the story was obviously unreal. Like the whole like idea of like how they needed 5 human transmutations to like even open the circle, and how they forced Roy to do it, and then like
that was crazy. They forced them to perform the taboo. That was wild.
But they didn't want to because of how weak it made
Envy
and no Pride, the boy Salem.
Oh yeah,
because he held him down and held the doctor as sacrifice.
He got his ass beat. Pride
beat.
Raph was giving it all, everything he ever had for the last
Who was your like favorite? Like I have like a favorite like surprise like favorite character that I didn't think I didn't like really pay attention to until like the end.
Like not like non-main character.
Yeah, like you didn't like think you were gonna like them that much until the end of it, and then like you were like, oh shit, they're actually really like a great character. I can tell you mine first.
Yeah, who
mine is Greed.
Yeah, I do like Ling and Greed.
Like Ling was obviously
they have a good dynamic.
Ling was like a great character, obviously, like himself, but Greed specifically, who after he took over Ling's body and then like sacrificed himself, I was like, damn, like that's some great character development, because like his name is Greed. He is clearly greedy. All he wanted to do was have power, but like in the end, he was like, I will sacrifice myself for Ling to live, because he just like he knew all Ling wanted was to like save his family and his empire.
Were you surprised that Ling gave May the Philosopher's Stone?
No,
he didn't.
He
said, "I will protect you."
He said, because he was basically saying that like he's gonna protect all the families that were fighting for it. He's gonna protect all of them. So like at the end of the day, if whoever's involved with the Empire, he's gonna take care of.
Yeah, that's right.
And she was like, "Oh, well, that's."
He was like about to give it to her, and he was like, "No, never mind."
Well, yeah, because he knew that like she was gonna use it, but he knew he could use it better, and use it to make the Empire stronger. So he was like, "I'm gonna take it, but I'm also gonna take care of everybody with it." And then like he like the greed came out of him, because he was like, I want it, but I don't want it to be powerful. I want it to protect us and the Empire, which I really liked, because greed taught him that.
I'm trying to think who else. I don't think there was like someone that I was like, they're annoying, and then I liked them. But I liked Lan Fan. The
girl who got her arm chopped off.
She was his protector. Were you sad when her grandfather died?
Yeah, I was. I was really sad.
He gave it his. He was giving it his all.
Yeah, he was like trying to protect Lee as much as possible, but then even in, like he said, even in his dying breath, he still couldn't do shit.
Nah, not against Raph.
And he was fast. Bull was moving. I was like, this old man, my hip would snap if I was moving that fast. He was moving, and he still got his ass whooped.
Raph was beating everybody's ass. Even Scar was getting his ass handed to him.
Which one's
Raph? King Bradley.
Oh yeah, that bull's crazy.
Even when he was dead on the ground with no arms and legs, he was like, "I'll still take all you."
Yeah, he was wild. He was a good villain for sure.
Who was your favorite and least favorite homunculus?
My favorite homunculus was Greed.
All right. Other the ones that like stayed evil.
I liked the big bull.
Gluttony.
Yeah, who was given arms?
Oh
no, the big bull.
Sloth.
I liked him.
He was given hands.
He was given hands,
and he was fast. He's the fastest homunculus.
He looked like freaking Jordan Davis out there just running over bulls. It was crazy. He was my favorite because he fast as shit and just gave hands to everybody. My least favorite was Envy for sure.
Yeah, Envy.
He was so annoying.
Yeah, he was the worst.
And he was just an asshole.
He's the one that started everything, really.
Yeah.
Every time like something big happened, it was on him.
Yeah, it was like he first off he killed Hughes.
He killed a child.
Pissed me off because, again, when you thought Envy was gonna like be a good person and a character, like when May literally took care of him the whole way, and then she finally got out, and then he was like, "Now I'm gonna beat your ass, May." Like, excuse me, dog, you wouldn't be here right now. Mustang was gonna light you to a flame, and then Mustang was gonna light him to a flame, and everybody stopped him because they were like, "No, Mustang, we can't let you do this, bitch." I'd be like,
they didn't want him to go dark.
I would have been killing mothers. He would have been crispy. Fuck him. He was annoying. I wanted him to get cooked.
He was the worst one for sure. I mean,
also I thought Sloth was funny as shit because he was like, I gotta murder this man. What a bother. He was like, I gotta dig this hole. What a bother. The man was just sick. He was just.
They had him working.
Yeah, bro.
For probably like
years.
80 years. Yeah. He just down the holes, just punching. Yeah, you know who's a good character? What was her name? Their teacher.
Oh,
she was the best. They were like, "Who broke in?" And she was like, "I'm just a simple housewife."
Yeah,
she was just out there beating ass.
Yeah.
They're like, "Who dug this hole here?" Just a simple. They're like, "Who are you?" Just a simple housewife.
And then just started giving hands to people. Like she gave hands to Sloth.
Oh yeah,
she saved the Armstrong siblings because the Sloth was going to murder them, and she was just like, "Bing, right hand," and she was like, "They were like, who the hell are you?" And she was like, "I'm just a simple housewife." Oh no, one of my favorite parts was though when Dude Armstrong, and
Louis,
and then
Alex, Louis
housewife
Armstrong.
is husband met, and they gave the manly handshake and the little twinkle in their eyes. I was like, that's that good shit right there. Like they would be best friends forever, and I liked that a lot. I thought that was funny.
He was giving hands too. I think he's a butcher, right?
Yeah,
he was giving.
Well,
hands.
also if your wife's just a normal housewife, you better be giving hands because she was giving everybody hands. So you about to get them hands if you like fuck up. Imagine like if you like left like the plate in the sink. She was like, "What the hell, bing!" And you gotta be able to take that hit.
Giving hands.
So that was a cool scene. I really liked a lot.
What's his name died?
Captain Buccaneer.
Yeah, Captain Buck.
That was sad as shit.
He got his arm cut off. His arm got fucked up.
His arm got fucked. He got fucked up. He got stabbed through. He stabbed both through the chest. He got messed up.
Oh yeah, he stabbed
the grandfather through the chest to stab King Bradley, and then still got his ass whooped.
He was just like, what?
The man was just getting rocked, but he died valiantly. Like he gave his all, and he's gonna be like remembered. They're making a building after that.
Al was given hand once he got the Philosopher's Stone too.
Yeah, Al was giving that work to both of them.
Were you happy Kimberly died? Kimberly was like in between. I don't know. I feel like he was funny. He was funny.
He was a cool character.
Eventually he was like, no. He's like, I don't like either of you.
Yeah,
I'm just here for.
That was my thing because he at a certain point he was like he didn't like anybody. He just wanted to be like on his own. And then like Salem ate him. He was like, "Oh, I'll keep you warm in here." And then like Salem tried to get all tough and like
Kimberly killed.
Yeah,
kind of killed him from the inside.
Yeah, because Kimberly was like, "Oh, you think you're just gonna run shit now?" He was like, "Yeah, you thought, nah," and then like fucked up everything. And Ed was like, "All right, bet hands," and then just gave him hands. So like Kimberly kind of saved the whole town. Definitely, without a doubt, the saddest part of the whole show that I actually like had to like pause for a second, get myself together, was when father was about to murder Ed. Ed's arm was stuck, and he didn't have his bad arm or his metal arm, his automail. And then Alphonse and May were just looking at him, and Alphonse was like, "Man, I feel I'm about to check." So he was like, "Let's fuck it." He was like, "May, just send me," and May was like, "No," and he was like, "Just send me." He was like, "It's cool." He was like, "I'll be back maybe, but like if not, like at least Ed lives." And then like Ed's literally like watching his death come.
Ed's like, he called. He was like, "You dumbass."
Yeah, he was like, I'm pretty sure at one point he said to Alphonse as Ed's about to die, he said to Alphonse, he was like, "Don't you dare!" Like he was like, "I know what you're doing, and I swear to God, if you do it, I'll kill you myself." And Alphonse was like, "All right, bet." And then it was like, "I'm doing it anyway." So then, like, once, like, because May was, like, you're literally watching May just be distraught while she's like, "Yeah, bye." And then, obviously, like, Ed gets his arm back. And like, that was, like, I think that was, like, the best scene because Father was really about to kill Ed. And Ed was like, anger through the roof. He was like, "Yeah, no."
All hands.
Yeah, he literally just got his right hand, pushed him away, ripped the thing out of his arm, because he was like, "I don't even care." He's like, get off me," and then that was it. It was just he didn't even use it. He didn't even use the alchemy. He was just like, "No, you killed my brother. You're getting these hands."
All hand work.
All hands, just straight right left. Cause at a certain point, Father literally said, he's beating me to death with his hands. And Ed was like, yeah, hand. I was like, yo.
Well, eventually, when they finally broke his, like,
the Philosopher's Stone, yeah.
And then he was good.
Yeah, I was like...
He definitely died...
Easily.
Like, too easily.
I wish...
After, like, he, like, did all that shit, like, put the world on, like, the eye on the moon and the earth.
Well, then... But see, like, I thought the same thing, but then I really liked the part where he got the dwarf in the flask got sent back to the god. And then he was like, God, why'd you do this to me? Like, I was the all-powerful. Like, I was everything. And God was like... But were you? And he was like, what do you mean? He was like, I was. He was like, then why are you here? Because obviously, like, you weren't strong enough and you didn't believe in yourself. So you obviously weren't strong enough. If you needed all that power, then you didn't need to, like, then you wouldn't be here because you would have been strong enough. So clearly you didn't have what you needed. So then this is why you're here and this is why you're gone. And all of a sudden he was gone. And I was like, damn. I was like, way to get owned by God. Like, God just, like, literally just, like, flicked him off the face of the universe. It was crazy. Like, that was a great scene, too. Like, what he said was powerful as shit. And then, again, also, like I said, the other great scene that we talked about was when father, like, or Ed's father and Alphonse's father was like, oh, like, sacrifice me. And Ed was like, oh, that gives me an idea. Like, I don't have to sacrifice you. I know what I have to do finally. Yeah. And he sent himself away. And everybody was like...
Does he die?
Technically, yeah, he dies.
The dad.
Oh, yeah, he died at the end.
In that episode. He didn't die in that episode. Like, not that episode. He doesn't die in that moment because he goes back to the grave and he dies at their mom's grave. Yeah,
because he, like, finally was at his resting place. Yeah. Like, I guess that's what all the homunculi were trying to go to. Their resting place. Like, they had to find the reason to live. Like, that's why Greed died, because... He gave up his life to save his friends, which is all he ever wanted to do, was have friends. And then Envy died because he was too envious of, like, everybody, and it got the best of him. Lust died for the same reason.
Lust got her shit torched. I don't think she had any choice in dying.
Sloth died. How? I forgot. Sloth died though too.
I think he just, like,
got his ass beat too much. But I know Sloth died, and then Salem died because
Kimberly got him.
Yeah, well, he was trying to be. He thought he was stronger than he was, and then
but he kept taking everybody.
Oh, his name was Pride, right?
Pride.
Yeah, he was
Salem and Pride. Yeah.
Yeah, he was too proud because he thought he was so strong and he could.
But he had to eat everybody to get stronger.
Yeah.
And then Raph, obviously, he was like, I just lived a good life.
Yeah, Raph was just tired. Man was old. He just needed a break. And then that was all of them.
Salem comes back.
Yeah, but as a normal child.
As far as we know. But what's his name? I forget the guy's name.
Yeah,
General,
whatever. The new Furher.
Yeah, the old general.
Was like...
That. He's like, I'm gonna be back. If he gets out of line, I'm gonna shoot him in his head.
He basically was like, I'm gonna let him go, but don't let him mess up, because I will end him faster than you can even try to save him.
It looks like that, what's his name will be the new king eventually.
Well, is it
Roy
Mustang? Yeah, Roy
eventually.
But his first objective is to save Ishvalan.
Ishval, yeah.
Which I thought was so cool that he was. I missed how Scar died. Did you remember how Scar?
I don't think he died.
No, he didn't die. So remember, like, they said, like, he died before. That's how he got the name Scar, because he died and I
think he
he faked
his brother revived him.
Yeah, but he faked his death, like, the first time. That's why, like, he was like a ghost basically. Like, this whole time he, like, no one knew about him because they thought he was like some ghost. But then, like, at the end they were like,
I think they think basically everyone in Ishval died.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, he's dead. But then his brother, when he gave him the destruction arm.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta like maybe rewatch that.
And then he
fast.
remade the reconstruction arm.
Because apparently, like, they all thought that Scar died again, and then, like, he was like, because then Armstrong, the girl Armstrong, was like, "What's your name now that you died again? Like, you have to give yourself another name." And he was like, "I'm no name," and she was like, "I'll give you one," and his name was Ishval. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool," like, because he's eventually gonna help Roy Mustang rebuild Ishval. And who is the guy from Armstrong's sector.
Oh, the one that's
also Ishval. No, he's
also Miles.
Yes,
Lieutenant Major Miles.
Yeah, they're gonna him and Scar are gonna work together now to rebuild the culture of Ishval.
Yeah, and Havoc is gonna get his legs back.
Yes.
From no one, because they're gonna use the Philosopher's Stone.
Yep, and Roy's gonna get his eyes back, and I think Ed's gonna keep his leg.
I think that's
as a punishment of to remind himself what he's been through, which is pretty cool.
Al's strong again.
Yeah, Al's back to normal now. But yeah, the other really good scene I was saying was when the other scene I liked was when we talked about was when Ed finally got to figured out what he had to do to save Alphonse, and basically was sacrifice himself and be sent into that other world, and basically tell the god of the universe what the meaning of alchemy was, which was that at the end of the day you have all the power, but no, that power means nothing without your friends. And then he finally understood that, and he was and then the universe was you finally get it, and then he that's the door, and then he the door disappeared, and the back door is actually behind the universe, and there was Alphonse. I was wow, that's some powerful shit. That was so beautiful. That was so I love when animes have them powerful ass lines, and those motivational lines. I really like that a lot. So overall, show was really good. Again, my only negatives were that they didn't make the relationships. They left a lot of open-ended things. Did Roy Mustang ever get his eyes? You said he did, but did he actually?
I think that's kind of what they leave it up.
I know we're assuming he did, but I don't like that. I think I'd rather him get the show us that he got his eyes, show us that Ed and Winry end up together, show us that May and Alphonse finally meet again and teach her alchemy. I don't know, but again, that's me personally. I don't like open-ended stuff, but overall, like I said, a solid 9.1 overall out of 10. Really good show. It had me emotional, and I get emotional very easily, but if you're getting me that emotional where I have to check myself, that's a good ass show. And that scene with Alphonse and Ed when he was don't you fucking do it, and then he was and then he was gone, and Ed was you son of a bang. I was yeah, that's my shit. So
I think it was definitely good. It was I definitely had it at. It's definitely my top 5.
What's your number 1 so far? Still, is it Attack on Titans?
Yeah, it was Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titans is phenomenal.
Attack on Titan.
I cannot wait.
We'll see how the ending goes. Maybe it'll be
shit the bed.
As long as it's not a Game of Thrones ending, But Attack on Titan up there. If they shit the bed,
do we when does the new episode come out?
30 days.
Wait, it comes out soon?
30 days. It's out it's gonna be an hour and a half, I think, supposedly. It's a movie almost.
Do I rewatch all of Attack on Titans? I might.
You could at least watch I don't know. I guess you at least watch the last season.
Oh god, I can't just watch the last season.
But yeah, Attack on Titan probably.
Because she dies and I can't watch her die again.
JJK.
I have to watch JJK. I have to watch Demon Slayer.
What else? Demon Slayer. I honestly, Full Metal might have jumped in I haven't finished Naruto obviously, but Full Metal might be in the top 3.
Better than Demon Slayer.
I don't know.
The last Demon Slayer was kind of disappointing. I heard
it was a little disappointing. It was good, but
yeah, I
guess obviously Demon Slayer gets its boost on things just based on it definitely has some of the best effects and all that. So
yeah, true.
So it's newer compared to
I don't really base the animes off of that stuff. I genuinely base the animes off of the characters and the story, because obviously if I base it off the graphics, I could then Demon Slayer would be 1 because so would Attack on Titans, because that shit's fucking crazy. It blows your mind.
And then, JJK has crazy graphics.
JJ too. And Naruto's graphics are good, but I wouldn't say
they're from 20 years ago.
I wouldn't say they're better than Demon Slayer or JJK.
20 years ago, they're obviously you can tell people don't look 3D in Naruto half the time.
Yeah, but that's my thing though. Just based off of story, I definitely Naruto's still my favorite storyline ever.
I'm almost done now. I have
that was crazy.
50 episodes left.
But yeah, honestly, JJK was unreal. I mean, not JJK. I'm sorry.
Full Metal.
FMA Full Metal was unreal. I would definitely rewatch it to get more of a deeper meaning to understanding.
I'd watch it again. Yeah.
It's definitely one I'd put back on just to like if I know I need to like pass the time and just have something on. That's when I throw back on because like Naruto's what I would like to throw back on, but it's 900 episodes and I can't throw that back on. Like Attack on Titans, you could throw back on because it's 60 episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could just throw that on and just breeze through it. But yeah, again, overall great. If you guys are trying to watch anime or trying to get into anime, that's definitely a good one to start with because it's not a lot of episodes. And like I said, the storyline is unreal and the characters are great. And it's definitely characters you could like fall in love with. So
and we'll think of another. I mean, we'll look up another one we'll watch next. Maybe Hunter x Hunter or One Piece. One Piece we'll be watching for years.
Yeah, we'll have
but maybe Hunter x Hunter or what's another one?
What's the one Jeff and Will said to watch?
A bunch of them. I mean, like
no, the one that we were all gonna watch together because none of us have seen it.
Inuyasha or Yu Yu Hakusho?
I don't know
one of those two. One of them is really long, but there's some of the older ones, obviously.
Well, next week we're gonna come back with a category and like a hot take because we haven't done a hot take in a couple weeks because there's been a lot going on. Next week we're gonna come back with all that and a category and we're gonna play Dante's Inferno. We're gonna get back to the original podcast platform we've started with, and then we'll bring back the anime. We'll take a little break from the anime, and get back into some fun games and stuff like that next week. But thank you all for staying by and watching this week. We
got a couple long ones for you the last couple weeks.
Yes, we do. We have lots to talk about. We're trying to give a lot of good content. I know we have a lot of different viewers with people who like to listen about when we talk about food or just other sports and just random crap. I mean, we talk about a lot. So thank you all for watching and standing by, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. And we'll be back next week with more stuff. Vincent, anything else?
No, just keep following Spotify, YouTube.
Keep getting them views up. We appreciate everybody who watches and shares and supports. We appreciate all that.
Yeah, and this one should be out either tomorrow or Friday.
It'll be out tomorrow. I could get it set up for tomorrow. And the Mulos, they will be back eventually. We're gonna discuss if you guys like having them. We'll bring them back more often or see how much they'd like to come back because we obviously enjoy having them. Yeah. So we'll talk about that too. Other than that, Vince,
thanks for drinking straight from the tap. We're unfiltered.